Today we're not making Balloon Princess Peach or Elephant Princess Peach. This time we're making the Princess Peach. So get out your clay and toss your 3D printer in the dumpster. Welcome back to Power Up Clay. I can't wait till she's in the background like the rest of these characters. So let's get started. I'll be using a sheet of foil first to make a base for the bottom of her dress. It'll need to be just like a cone shape. Once I get it as smooth as I can, I'll cover that with light pink clay, tearing off the excess and using my thumb to join the edges, flattening everything smooth. We'll need to turn this smooth cone into a more flowy looking dress, so I'll use my silicone tool and add creases. I lightly add them on at first, but once I'm sure of the spot, I press in deeper and smooth the sides of the crease, which will make a rounded ruffle shape on each section. Once the shaping's done, I'll poke a toothpick in the top for a handle. It'll also help support the upper body. But before that, I'll attach the pink edge along the bottom using a strip of clay I cut out. Next, I'll add the pink layer detail on top and create the fabric folds. Let's add on the torso and the poofy shoulders. I'll then piece together the ruffle detail around her neck and place on her signature blue gem right in the center of her chest. Lastly, I'll add some creases in her poofy shoulders, completing the dress itself. So now I need to make her arms. She wears long gloves, so I'll be rolling this white clay into the shape of her arm. I've gotten making hands down pat now. I've come a long way. What I like to do is flatten the hand part onto a surface and carve out the shape of the fingers. Then I like to give the hand a natural curve using a ball tool. To attach these, I'll slice off the back so it's flat. Then crease the arm where I want it to bend. I'll stick them onto the poofy shoulder and position them in her classic princess pose. Her body is completed, and now we can move on to making her head. As usual, I'll start by taking a little piece of foil to make a base onto a toothpick. I'll cover it with her skin tone and smooth it out, molding the clay to give her a V-shaped jawline. I'll press into her eye area with a large ball tool. This step is important for the overall shape. Not only does it help the side profile look better, but it also helps create the nose bridge. I'll soften the area and define her nose more. I decided that I'll be making Peach's face more like her new design from Mario Kart World, which has bigger, more cutesy features. So I'll flatten the eye whites into the head and place on her eyeliner and lashes. Then her pretty blue eyes. And her pink lips. I'll curve the corners upwards so she looks happy, like she's smiling. Aw, so pretty. Let's smooth on those ears so we can give her her signature blue earrings. I'm so happy with how the face turned out, so instead of risking messing it up, I'll bake everything now, which will save my progress. Break out that yellow clay because we're on to the hair. I'll be making it separate from her head, starting with the back. I made the general shape and flattened it down so I can evenly slice the sections of her hair. I'll smooth and round all the harsh edges, bringing them to a point. Next, I'll attach 4 spikes along the middle for the second layer of her hair, and smooth those on with my tool. After curling up these 2 side spikes, this piece is complete, and I can stick it on bald Peach's head. Then I'll add the 2 face framing pieces and I can make her bang. Every time I've made Peach, I've made her bangs a different way, but I think this time it turned out the best. I'll stick that on and shape everything up. And that completes the hair in 4 attached pieces. Pretty simple actually. The last thing we need to make is the crown. I made a paper stencil that I'll use to cut out the crown from some shiny metallic gold clay. Now that it's cut out, I'll press a line in the center and I'll wrap it around something that's the same length so I can join the 2 ends together. I'll add on a spot for each gem so they're framed by a gold edge. Now for those red and blue gems. I'll crown Princess Peach and all that's left to do is remove her head from the toothpick and attach it to the body. Princess Peach is complete. Here we go! I'm so happy because now Clay Mario has his Clay Peach. Off camera, I went ahead and added gloss varnish to her gems, and I also added a little piece on the toothpick for her neck. I'm really happy with how she turned out. Let's compare her to my previous Peach creations. First, the famous Balloon Peach. Yep, that's what happens when you're filled with air. Next, Showtime Princess Peach. I made her pose like she's twirling, and I tried to keep her face more like the original Peach design. She can also actually twirl, which makes her extra cool. Now, Snow Peach. Very cute, very cold. And last is Elephant Peach, one of my favorites in my whole collection. She turned out wonderful. I think I absolutely need to make Elephant Daisy. And here they are all together. Which is your favorite? There's so many more versions of Princess Peach that I can't wait to make, so don't worry, this isn't the end for her. Let's add Princess Peach to the Power Up Clay collection.
Peachy!
With so many main characters done, who could be next? Let me know in the comments and your request might get picked. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time!